Just testing. I'm early tonight. 1, 2, 3. Leave you with the calendar as usual for a little while. Good. It's coming through. I can hear it on the television. Either that or there's an echo in this room. Hello, Linda. How are you? And how's Michael? Good. Oh. Keep looking at myself. It's terrible. Tonight, we're still on the tribute. This is beer number 3 since lockdown. That's all. Just 3 beers. Evening, David. Nice to see you, even though I can't. God, the trials and tribulations of yesterday with all the links into YouTube just wouldn't work. Kept giving me an error after error. That's why you got so many codes. Evening. Yeah, Tracy will be along soon. That's fine. Whenever. No doubt we'll have a couple. We'll have Bernie in tonight. Andy was due to make it, but he said he can't, unfortunately. So there was an extra couple going on. Jill likely to be joining us tonight, Linda? Good. It's really strange asking questions and then getting a written answer. It's like being at work. Who mentioned work? Hopefully Bernie's managed to get the link this week and working. He was testing it yesterday, I think. He did phone me a couple of times just to see what was happening. But if he can't, he'll be, no doubt my phone will ring soon. Hi, Mick. Bernie! Hello, Bernie. Hey. You made it then. That's what we like to see. Technology, eh? Links everybody. Bernie, exclamation mark, explanation. Hey. If you read the earlier bit I put through, in rounds 1 and 2, I've been watching the Impossible quiz. So just to remind you, in rounds 1 and 2, one of the questions is impossible. So just got to work out which one it is. So if you get to the end and you haven't got an impossible answer, you've got it wrong. Anyway, all I'm going to say is cheers, everybody. It's the only day of the week I have a beer is Tuesday. And the rest of the time it's whiskey, gin, vodka, Bacardi, cocktails, the lot. But I have a beer on a Tuesday. Lasts a bit longer. And I've got an itchy ear, sorry. I have my scrutinizer here again tonight. And is here waiting to keep me in order. It's done that over the last few years, just. But let's have a look. Who we got? Well, Oldie Shiraz. Are we allowed to advertise on this? Do we have to say that there are other supermarkets selling other brands of wine? Jura. Grizzly Penny. Fair enough. Whatever floats your boat, Dave. Looks like another couple of minutes, probably. I assume that Viv be joining us. Viv and Steve. Viv and Steve will be joining us, so give them another few minutes. I'll rattle on. Don't ask what Dave's cooking, Scott. There'll be loads. There'll be a whole menu come up soon. Probably start with some sort of tapas, followed by a full paella. What you cooking tonight then, Dave? Come on, there must be something on the go. Liz cooked. Oh, I won't say the obvious. We don't have to send for an ambulance or anything then? Sorry, Liz. Only joking. Right. Looks like yeah. Give Viv and Steve another couple of minutes. I don't think there's anybody else. As I say, Andy was going to join us tonight. Lynn, maybe. I hear a meowing at the door. Thanks, Dave. Unless she finds me, I have to wait until December the 3rd to do it. Or was it December the 4th? Yeah, December the 3rd. Jill, yeah, Jill and Viv. So we'll go till 10 past and we get started. It won't be too far after that if they are joining in. They'll soon catch up. Not sure about that, Scott. Do we need to know? Hi, everybody. We have a black and white furry thing that's in the vicinity. So he likes to join in on the computer. So if it all goes blank, I can blame the cat. All right. Okay. Where are we? Just coming up to 10 past. I'll start at 10 past, and then hopefully if Jill and Viv and Steve remember, then they could join us. And as I said, remember, rounds 1 and 2 have an impossible question. The answer is impossible. And that's all you need to write. When is the impossible question? Yeah. If I knew that.
Message that is held for review. Is that Dave? That is our trophy.
Okay, Mick. Yeah, I sent them the link. So normally they're pretty good at joining, but they didn't actually reply. That's from Anne to everybody. All right, then, Meg, I'll give them another minute then if you sent a message just to see if they're logging in. And then we'll go through. Everyone's saying hi, Anne.
Hi,
yeah.
everyone.
Say it louder, they can hear you. Cat says hello. Doesn't really. He's washing himself. All right, then. Shall we get going? And if anybody joins in the next few questions, we can soon recap. So here we go then. Question number 1. So question number 1. What is an aeroplane's in-flight recorder better known as? What is an aeroplane's in-flight recorder better known as? That's question 1 out of the way. Question 2. What world organization was founded on October the 24th, 1945? What world organization was founded on October the 24th, 1945? Question 3. When Disney's Seven Dwarfs set off for a day's work, what are they looking for? Or what are they mining for? So when Disney's Seven Dwarfs set off for a day's work, what are they looking for or mining for? Question number 4. Which herb is used to make a pesto sauce? Which herb is used to make a pesto sauce? Question number 5. What would you keep in a bandbox? Question 5. What would you keep in a bandbox? I'll tell you what, if you've got a band in there, it's a pretty small band. Could be a one-man band, I suppose. Anyway, what would you keep in a bandbox? Question 6. What is the flap which covers the human windpipe when swallowing? So what is the flap which covers the human windpipe when swallowing? What's its name? Hi, Steve. Sorry, I'll have you. If you've missed any of the questions, I'll recap them for you. Just quickly then. Question 1. What is an airplane's flight recorder better known as? Don't forget, I'll show them on the screen at the end anyway. Question 2, what world organisation was founded on October the 24th, 1945? Question 3, when Disney's Seven Dwarfs set off for a day's work, what they are looking for or what they're mining for?
You only missed 1 to 3.
Okay, so that's 1 to 3. So we'll you'll see them at the end as well. So I've just read out 1 to 3, and there you go. So okay, going on to question 7. What is particularly unusual about the railway station in Dartmouth in Devon? What is particularly unusual about the railway station in Dartmouth in Devon? Question 8. Oh, it's frozen. Ooh, it froze in. Sorry, the system froze. Sorry. Question 8. Which famous American author wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? So question 8. Which famous American author wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Question number 9. In which British city will you find the NEC Arena? So question 9, in which British city will you find the NEC Arena? And question 10, which Stephen Sondheim musical tells the story of a murderous barber? So which Stephen Sondheim musical tells the story of a murderous barber? Just for you, Steve, in rounds 1 and 2, you missed what I said at the beginning. In rounds 1 and 2, one of the questions has an impossible answer. It is not correct. You just have to work out which one's the impossible one. So let's, without much further ado, let's put them up on the screen. And here we go. Big quiz round 1. So here we go then. Question 1, what is an airplane's in-flight recorder better known as? Question 2, what world organisation was founded on October the 24th, 1945? When Disney's Seven Dwarfs set off for a day work, what are they looking for? 4, which herb is used to make pesto sauce? Question 5, what would you keep in a bandbox? Question 6, what is the flap which covers the human windpipe when swallowing? Question 7, what is particularly unusual about the railway station in Dartmouth, Devon? Question 8, which famous American author wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Question 9, in which British city will you find the NEC Arena? And finally, question 10, which Stephen Sondheim musical tells the story of a murderous barber? So there we go. 9 of those have answers, 1 of them doesn't. I'll leave those on the screen for about a minute or so. Let you have a quick cogitate or whatever you do during rounds. Okay. Cheers. Okay, I think it's probably time for some answers. Let's take that off the screen. Here we go then. Answers to round 1, answer 1. So the airplane's flight recorder, better known as a black box. The United Nations was founded on the 24th of October 1945. Disney's Seven Dwarfs set off for a day's work. They're looking for diamonds. Which herb is used to make pesto sauce? That's basil. You'd keep hats in a bandbox. The flap which covers the human windpipe when swallowing is the epiglottis. What particular unusual about the railway station in Dartmouth, Devon? No trains ever arrived there. It's on the wrong side. They built it and never got permission to put the bridge across the river. So no station, no train, something like no train. Question A is your impossible question. Which famous American author wrote Chit Chit Bang Bang? It was impossible. It was a British author. It was Ian Fleming. So that was your impossible answer. Question 9, in which British city will we find the NEC Arena? That's Birmingham. And the Stephen Sondheim musical tells the story of murderous barber is Sweeney Todd. Like to do your scores, and is already poised as ever with a pen, and we'll do the honours as usual. I peer from behind the answer sheet. Just left those on the screen for a while just so that you can just check. Black Bots, United Nations, Diamonds, Basil, Hats, Epiglottis, No Train, something like that. Impossible. It was British author Ian Fleming. Question 9, Birmingham. And 10 was Sweeney Todd. Hopefully you got those. I'm back. Let's have a look at what's happening. Seems so. Yeah, you had to write impossible. No, no point for Ian Fleming. You had to write impossible. It was an impossible answer. But it's up to you how you mark it, Scott. Yeah, 8, 9's good. Good scores. Bernie, you got your score coming through? Scott, must do better. You have to let Tracy answer the questions. Linda 8. So just Bernie put his score through unless we've lost Bernie. If we lost Bernie, just stick your score through on my phone. You know the drill. Okay. Here we go then. And there's a foodie question for you. Round 2, question number 1. Which 2 words mean fried noodles on a Chinese restaurant menu? So which 2 words mean fried noodles on a Chinese restaurant menu? And don't forget, again in this round, you got another impossible question. So there will be a word impossible. Question 2. How long does it take for blood to circulate around the body? Is it 23, 41, or 60 seconds? So question 2, how long does it take for blood to circulate around the body? Is it 23, 41, or 60 seconds? Question number 3. In which decade did Switzerland join the European Union? Question 3. In which decade did Switzerland join the European Union? Question number 4. How many people are there in a tug of war team? How many people are there in a tug of war team? Just on one side, not on the total on the rope. So how many people are there in a tug of war team? Question 5. What large item did the kings of Siam give to people they didn't like, giving rise to a popular phrase? It's quite a toughie, this one, but I thought I'd put it in because you're all good quizzers. What large item did the kings of Siam give to people they didn't like, giving rise to a popular phrase? Question 6. What was the Just a surname. What was the name of the ex-con chauffeur in Thunderbirds who drove a pink Rolls Royce? What was the surname of the ex-con chauffeur in Thunderbirds who drove a pink Rolls Royce? Question 7. When referring to champagne, which four-letter word means very dry? When referring to champagne, which four-letter word means very dry? Talking about being dry. Question 8. What is the capital of Guernsey? Question 8. What is the capital of Guernsey? Question 9. I think this one's been bandied around quite a lot. Which artist painted the Fighting Temeraire? Which artist painted the Fighting Temeraire? It wasn't me. Couldn't paint a fight, let alone Fighting Temeraire. And finally, question 10 inch round. If a second-hand car has FSH, what has it got? So if a second-hand car has its FSH, what has it got? Let's put them up on the screen so it's easier for you to see them. And there we go. So one of these is impossible. The others are all right. So question 1, which two words mean fried noodles on a Chinese restaurant menu? 2, how long does it take blood to circulate around the body? 23, 41 or 60 seconds? 3, in which decade did Switzerland join the European Union? Question 4, how many people in the tug-of-war team? Question 5, what large item did the kings of Siam give to people they didn't like, giving rise to a popular phrase? Question 6, what was the surname of the ex-con chauffeur in Thunderbirds who drove a pink Rolls Royce? Question 7, when referring to champagne, which four-letter word means very dry? 8, what is the capital of Guernsey? 9, which artist painted the Fighting Temeraire? And if a second-hand car has its FSH, what has it got? I'll give you a minute or so on those just to digest them. Eat them if you want. Burn them. Walk out in disgust. I don't mind. Beep, 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 beep. No bonus points, Scott. I haven't got it written down in the answer, so I can't remember what it was. I no doubt you'll tell me. Was it Harry? Okay. Answer time. Here we go. Answers to round 2. Okay, so chow mein is the fried noodles on a Chinese restaurant. It takes 23 seconds for the blood to circulate around the body. It's impossible. Question 3. Switzerland are not in the EU, although they've sort of done parts of it. They have never joined the EU, so it's an impossible question. Question 4. How many people in a tug-of-war team? That's 8. The kings of Siam gave white elephants to people they didn't like, hence giving rise to the phrase, bless you, Anne, if you heard the sneeze in the background. Parker was the ex-con chauffeur in Thunderbirds who drove the pink Rolls Royce. Question 7, brute is the four-letter word meaning very dry. St. Peter's Port's the capital of Guernsey. Turner painted the Fighting Temeraire. And FSH is full service history on a second-hand car. So do the things with the scores, put them through, and my very, very able, lovely assistant waiting patiently for your scores on the doors. Aloysius. Ah, very good. I assume that's right, Scott, because I don't know. I have to believe you. You could have said anything, I'd have believed you. Could have said it was Archibald, Harry, Fred, Agnes. Nah, sure not, surely not. There's plenty of time to do DIY. It's a bit dark now, isn't it? Okay, right. Let's go back. Get rid of those. Let's get rid of these. Right. Your picture round is, I've done this before. I don't think it's this one in particular. You don't even need to know who they are or what they are, who they are. All you've got to do is work out whether the picture is wax or whether it's real. So I'll put them on the screen. So there you go. 15 pictures. All you got to do is work out whether it's a wax or a real picture. So as I say, you don't even need to know who they are. So I'll give you 5 minutes or so on that one. And I'll put my thing on mute so that you don't have to. Are you? Okay.
Bernie's winning at the moment.
Good. I gather Bernie's doing well tonight. Just Mick for his score to come through.
Mine, isn't it?
I trust you're having fun doing this one. I wouldn't mind. I don't even know half of them. But then that's not the quiz. As this is pretty much guesswork, I'll probably only give you another couple of minutes. I don't think you probably need too much more. It is purely guesswork. It's just how much you're arguing between where there's more of one of you taking part. I'll sing to you, but I can't sing. Weird round fill. Yeah. The thing is, Scott, I have trouble doing pictures, and I am working full time at the moment, and we're flat out. So it's sort of whatever comes up that I can pick. I'm probably working hard the last few days, and I have done for ages. It's just so busy, getting a lot more referrals in, a lot more people in things. So yeah, it's just pictures are a bit of an odd one. But I've got a couple more that are normal picture rounds. I've tried to sort them out. So go back to something normal. But at the end of the day, it's fun and different. That's all I can say. Yeah, Dave, who is 14? Dear. Honestly, I, I'd be really. It's probably me. And when I get up in the mornings, I guess. Yeah, that's the red herring. It's me, Dave. Ah, dear. That would be a real disappointment, that one, wouldn't it? Eh? It's the hair, yeah. It's a giveaway, isn't it? Do you like my tiara as well? It's my everyday workwear. Yeah, a bit of yeah. I think that's probably right, Mick. if if that was real, it'd be desperate, wouldn't it? Eh? Let's face it. I mean, I just can't even. I, I, I just. God knows what she thought of it when she saw it. Yeah, I think that's a given. Ah, dear. Probably more like Prince Philip than it is the Queen. Ah, it looks like she's been through 10 rounds or something with Muhammad Ali, doesn't it? Ah, I just don't. No. God knows where it's exhibited. Probably in Japan or somewhere like that. It's not. It's not going to be in Madame Tussauds, I don't think. 12's pretty bad as well. Yeah, that's right, Dave. Yeah, she looks like me. Mind you, that's on a good day for me. Don't say a lot, does it? All right, I think you probably had enough of these. We'll go through some answers. I'll leave them up on the screen, then I'll put the answers up on there. So here we go then. Number one is wax. Number two is real. Number three is wax. Number four's got to be wax, isn't it? Look at that grin. 5, yeah, that's his real face. 6 is wax. 7 is wax. 8, believe it or not, is real. 9 is wax. 10 is wax. 11 is real. 12 is wax. 13 is real. 14 and 15 are both wax. So there we go. So there are 5 real ones, and that's 2, 5, 8, 11, and 13. All the rest are wax. So hopefully it's a bit of fun. I'm sure. All right. Got some scores coming through. Yeah. Okay. Scores are coming through, so that's absolutely fine. We'll get rid of those. Promise I won't do another one of those, Scott, on the basis that I can't find another one of those, thank God. All right, then, let's move on to round 4 tonight. You'll be pleased to know that the last 2 rounds are just 10 questions. There's no impossible answers, even though you might think they might be impossible if you can't answer them. But no, just the last 2 rounds, just general knowledge. So here we go then. Question 1. Which car manufacturer produces the Corolla range? Which car manufacturer produces the Corolla range? I think you might have had one of those. Is it? You have one of those, Mick? And Pauline? Or have you got one now? Can't remember. So question 1, which car manufacturer produces the Corolla range? Question 2, what is Spike Milligan's real first name? Is it Stanley, Terence, or William? So what is Spike Milligan's real first name? Is it Stanley, Terence, or William? Question number 3. And I'll be generous, I'll give you a half a point for each. Half a point, Scott, not 1 point for each. Half a point. What colour are the 2 bottom rings on the Olympic flag? So what colour are the 2 bottom rings on the Olympic flag? Half a point for each. So a point if you get them both. Question number 4. Which island is directly north above Sardinia? Which island is directly north above Sardinia? Everybody in? Everybody in?
Yeah.
Okay, question number 5. What were Roundtree's chocolate beans renamed in 1937? And in fact, they're still that today. So, question 5. What were Roundtree's chocolate beans renamed in 1937? And as I said, it's still the same name today. Question 6. This may come as a bit of a surprise to some of you, but it's not real. Question 6. Who created Noddy? Question 6. Who created Noddy? I always thought he was real. And his mate. Big ears. Somebody told me last year that they're not. Question 7. What is the store name ASDA an abbreviation of? So what is the store name ASDA, ASDA, an abbreviation of? Question 8. What is the name of the creature who symbolises children in need? Basically, what's the name of the bear? What is the name of the bear who symbolises children in need? So he was on last Friday in a massive sort of £50 million raise for charities. Excellent. Question 9. Who's good at maths? What is the square root of 289? I know most of you say who cares, but what is the square root of 289? And finally, question 10 in this round. Who was the first woman to read the news on BBC television? Who was the first woman to read the news on BBC television? So here we go, round 4. I know it says round 3 at the top, but ignore that. Round 4. Which car manufacturer produces the Corolla range? Question 2. What is Spike Milligan's real first name? Is it Stanley, Terence, or William? Question 3. Half a point for each. What are the two bottom rings on the Olympic flag? What colour are they? Question 4. Which island is directly north above Sardinia? Question 5. What were Rowntree's chocolate beans renamed in 1937? 6. Who created Noddy? 7. What is the store name ASDA, an abbreviation of? 8. What was the name of the creature who symbolises children in need? 9. What is the square root of 289? And finally, who was the first woman to read the news on BBC television? I will give you a minute or so on those before we go through the answers. Hopefully, fairly straightforward sort of round, really. Okay, I think you're probably all done on those. Time for some answers. So there we go. So the car manufacturer produces Corolla range is Toyota. Terence is Spike Milligan's real first name. The two rings on the Olympic flag are yellow and green, so half a point for yellow, half a point for green. Corsica is directly north above Sardinia, as opposed to Sicily being directly south. Don't we remember Sicily, Scott? Question 5. What were Rowntree's chocolate beans renamed in 1937? They're Smarties, still are today. Enid Blyton created Noddy. The store name ASDA stands for Associated Dairies. Question 8. The name of the creature who symbolises children in need is Pudsey. Bear is Pudsey. 17 is the square root of 289. And the first one to read news on BBC television was Angela Rippon. Leave those on there for a minute or so you can check your answers. Tell me that I've got so many wrong. Do what you like. Coming through. Anne's busy. Anne's head's down, so I know busy with the answers coming through. So I can't keep flicking between screens, so I don't really know. Let's take that off of there, and you can get me back. Flick between that. Yay, yay, yay. 7.5. Well done, Scott. Okay, it's that time again. Final round on lockdown quiz number 2. Halfway through the lockdown quizzes. Well, that's assuming we don't end up in tier 3 or 2 or pubs don't open or whatever. But anyway, at the moment, that's the plan. So here we go then. Final round tonight. Question number 1. What film released in 1974 was the first sequel to win a Best Picture Oscar? Which film released in 1974 was the first sequel to win a Best Picture Oscar? Question 2. Colonel Harlan Sanders was the pioneer of which fast food chain? Colonel Harlan Sanders was the pioneer of which fast food chain? Question number 3. What is a village without a church called? What is a village without a church called? Dun, 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 dun. Question 4. What type of scary weather is brontophobia a fear of? What type of scary weather is brontophobia a fear of? BRONTO, phobia, a fear of. Question number 5. Which country borders Russia, Sweden and Norway? Which country borders Russia, Sweden and Norway? Question number 6. The chocolates Ferrero Rocher originate from which country? The chocolates Ferrero Rocher originate from which country? Question number 7. It's a lyrics from a song, but it is a well-known song. The lyric is, and the papers want to know which shirts you wear, is a line from which song? It dates back to the 60s. Originally. So question 7, and the papers want to know whose shirts you wear, is a line from which song? Question number 8. How many chance squares are there on a Monopoly board? How many chance squares are there on a Monopoly board? Sorry if you don't play Monopoly, but it's a number you can guess at. So 8, how many chance squares are there on a Monopoly board? Question number 9. Geraldine Granger was who in a TV sitcom? Geraldine Granger was who in a TV sitcom? I don't want her real name, I want who she was in the sitcom. And finally, last question tonight. From which continent do chinchillas originate? So your last question tonight, from which continent do chinchillas originate? Oh, look. Put out the wrong ones. Wouldn't be the same if I didn't make a mistake. Ah, there we go. That's lucky. Have got them. So here we go then. Quick recap. Question 1. What film was released in 1974 was the first sequel to win a Best Picture Oscar? Question 2. Colonel Harlan Sanders was the pioneer of which fast food chain? Question 3. What is a village without a church called? 4. What type of scary weather is brontophobia a fear of? 5. Which country borders Russia, Sweden and Norway? 6. The chocolates Ferrero Rocher originate from which country? Question 7. And the papers want to know whose shirts you wear? Is a line from which song? Question 8. How many chance squares are on a Monopoly board? Question 9. Geraldine Granger, who's who in a TV sitcom? And I said, I don't want the real name of the actress. I want the name of who she was in the TV sitcom. And finally, from which continent do chinchillas originate? So that's your recap. Give you a quick minute to go on to those. Let you have a look. So we're doing this every Tuesday for the next couple of Tuesdays. Hopefully you find it entertaining for an hour. Even if you don't really want to listen to me, at least you could just turn the sound down and read the questions at the end of the round. Look at the pictures. Don't have to listen to me. Most people don't. Here we go then. Answers to this round. Last round tonight. Let's take those off. Oh, it's me again. Here we go then. So the film that was released was the first sequel to win Best Picture Oscar is The Godfather Part 2. Colonel Harlan Sanders, the pioneer of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Village Without a Church is a hamlet. Brontophobia is the fear of thunder. If you put thunder and lightning, I suppose that's all right, but it's thunder. Which country borders Russia, Sweden and Norway? That's Finland. Ferrero Rocher originate from Italy. And the papers want to know whose shirt she wears, a line from Space Oddity by David Bowie. So Space Oddity was the answer I was looking for. There are 3 chance squares on a Monopoly board. Geraldine Granger was, of course, the Vicar of Dibley, played by Dawn French, but Vicar of Dibley was the answer. And chinchillas originate from South America. So there we go. That's a lot for tonight. Ping your answers through for the last time. Anne is poised. She's had enough of me. She's drinking brandy already. So that's that's always a good sign. So let's get rid of that off of there. Let's bring this back over here. Where am I? I'm here. Ah, look, it's all going through. Quiet on a Sunday. Village Without a Church. First music question. Yeah, Dave. It is, you're right. Send the cognac, right? Hey, yeah, actually, it's Courvoisier. It's Courvoisier. Mick, that's not like you to get 5 in the last round. But there you go. It's a bit of fun. That's what we're doing. It's a bit of fun. Yeah. Yeah. Cognac. Courvoisier. Trying to think what whiskey I'm drinking. Oh, you've got Jura as well now. Prefer Remy Martin. Okay. Yeah, Remy Martin. Courvoisier, I think, was on offer at the time. So there you go. Yeah, I tend to stick to whiskey. And currently, what we on at the moment? Tomatin, I think. Had to think what whiskey I'm drinking. God, must be drinking a lot of it. Okay, all scores are coming through tonight, and Bisley, yeah, Bisley doing the final scores. Well done, Bernie. Congratulations for keeping up with the technology tonight. That's what we like to see. It's not too difficult. Oh, Tesco's Armagnac. Never tried it. Here we go. Oh, the scores on the doors. Okay. So,
Okay.
yeah, it's quite close. So, Bernie and Linda are both on 38. We had Scott and Mick both on 39.5. With 41, we have Viv and Steve. And our winner tonight, just for a change, is Dave with 42.5. Less music questions, Dave. That's what it is. Oh, there was only one. You're all right. Anyway, thanks a lot, everybody. Enjoyable as ever. Trust that you'll join me next week. Same time, same place. I'll send the link out. I'll try not to send out about 10 links next week. I'll just try and do one. Get it do. Yeah, thanks, Linda. Yeah, have a good week. Have a good week, everybody. Time to end the stream. And I will see you all the other side of lockdown. And hopefully that is as soon after the 2nd of December as possible. So, yeah. So, anyway, thanks then, everybody. Good night. Have a good evening for what's left of it. And I will speak to you next week. Cheers and bye. Good night.